Hi, my name is Tobin and I'm standing as a candidate for the CEC for your party in the East of England. And I wanted to just take a few minutes to take this opportunity to tell you about myself really. I'm originally from London. I'm the daughter of Irish immigrants, and I moved to Bedfordshire, a town called Leighton Buzzard, 40 years ago in my early 20s. Married, raised a family. I've also lived in a number of local villages. I know what it's like to live rurally with poor transport infrastructure. If you don't own a car, then you really cannot maximise your opportunities for job prospects. But I've been lucky over the years. I did have a car and I was able to travel, and I've done some wonderful jobs. I worked as an NVQ trainer and assessor in the youth work and childcare industry, later on in the elderly industry. I ran a charity in London, in Elephant and Castle. That was mainly youth work on an adventure playground next door to the Haygate estate, much of which has disappeared now with developments. So I've seen huge riches living right next door to lots of poverty and multiracial communities. I went to school in Ladbroke Grove in the late 70s, and my friends came from everywhere around the world. So I had a really good upbringing and I didn't know that I was poor. But then I got married, moved to Bedfordshire, and then I got jobs in the corporate industry. So I've worked in the car industry for Volkswagen Audi, and I've worked in the motorbike industry for Suzuki. And I have lots of skills that I can transfer from those jobs. I manage teams of 300 plus sometimes, and I have real skills in starting organisations from scratch with no resources, no money and no people. That's what I do best. And as the pandemic hit, I was out of work and I formed local charity in my area that ran a food bank, community fridge, community centre and a social supermarket. Those charities still continue today, and I did it from nothing. And I know about putting policies, procedures, legal procedures in place. And that's what the CEC needs. It doesn't need two sides fighting over who's going to get the top table. It needs people like me, independent, who are going to work for you. We're going to uphold conference votes because they're sovereign. We're going to uphold every decision made, and we're going to get the branches started as soon as possible. Don't let them bamboozle you with all this jargon that there's legal implications about that and releasing the data so that you know who the members are in your area. There are ways to do that legally and quickly. And I want to see every branch fully funded with 50% of the membership fees going to them so that they can operate on the ground in their communities. They know their communities better than some bubble in Westminster. And I think we need to take the focus away from Westminster, and we need to move it into areas where people know what the problems are for them. So you've only got until the 23rd of February. I would dearly love you to vote for me. The voting system is loaded in favour of the slates, unfortunately, and I would like you to think really carefully about who you vote for to maximise the opportunities for a balanced CEC. And I will work my absolute butt off for you, and I will visit every branch in the East of England region, and I will make sure that your voice is heard. Thank you so much.